Welcome back, everybody. Gonzalez Bros Entertainment, and today I got a special guest back
That's
from long term.
me.
So, we're talking Spider-Man: Homecoming spoilers. If you haven't seen the movie, put this in your watch later. Come back, watch it after the movie, or better yet, go check out our spoiler-free review. Go watch the movie, come back and watch this one. So, where do you want to start? We can start literally anywhere with this movie.
Let's start with everybody's least favorite, negatives.
All right. What do you got as far as negatives?
Negatives. Okay. A fairly big negative for me. I feel like they kind of threw away Liz at the end there. Like they built up Peter asking her to a homecoming the whole movie, and when he finally did, he's like, yeah. And he had to leave her at homecoming because he had to stop the Joker.
The
Vulture. Which was fine, and because he has to give up his teenager life to become Spider-Man, which is, yeah. So, and there, they just basically threw away Liz because we're not gonna see her anymore since she went to Oregon.
She's gone to Oregon. The reason I disagree with you as far as throwing away, because sometimes things don't work out, and I like that they showed us in this movie as part of growing up and being a teenager. Sometimes you have to face the heartbreak, and it happened because Peter had to be Spider-Man, and he pretty much put her dad in jail. And it's not that she wants to leave, but she has to because all these outside circumstances. For me, as far as negatives, there isn't that many negatives. The biggest negative I gotta say, somewhere after the first Vulture sequence, the movie slowed down a little bit, and I was afraid that the movie was gonna completely come to a halt. And it was gladly I was able to find its footing, and it picked up once again. So as far as negative, that's my only negative that I have for this movie. Now let's get into positives, because I got a lot of those.
Yes. First positive. Peter about to pick up Liz to go to homecoming. He opens the door. Michael Keaton's there.
Mind blown. I really like that they did this because I was confused. I was like, is he in the wrong house? Is the Vulture holding him hostage? What is happening? I felt like Peter at the moment.
Yeah, I'm like, what? That was like, you were just thinking all these thoughts, like, is he holding them hostage? Is he making them act like this? And then you realize with Peter, he is Liz's dad.
Yeah, it's Liz's dad, and this is the guy that he's been chasing the whole movie, the guy that he wants to stop from spreading the weapons, the high-tech weapons in the streets. And it's the dad of the girl that he's been trying to get with the whole movie. So once again, he has to make that sacrifice, like you said. Does he go after the Vulture, or does he just go to homecoming? And in the end, he makes that choice.
And the thing that he says when he figures out the Spider-Man, I will kill you and everyone you love.
That's right. He's so menacing. He played this character. Michael Keaton played this character so well. He's one of the best MCU villains, I think, since Loki. I don't know.
Yeah, Loki's great.
So I really like how he portrayed the character. He was menacing. He was scary. He was everything you want a villain to be. Yes. And I also like that they focus a lot on his backstory.
Yeah.
Why he does the thing he does, because he was cleaning up the city.
He basically got shut down. They basically fired him, but...
Yeah, and he had put so much money behind it because he was confident of a big payday.
I know. He bought trucks for it. And it says in the beginning, hey, I bought trucks for this job. I bought machinery for this job, because he's thinking he's gonna make it all back, but
unfortunately not, and that's what leads for him to take the step down the wrong path, if you will.
Yes.
So for my biggest positives are that we see, like you mentioned a little bit ago, Peter making the choices from being a regular teenager and just being rebellious, going out there and having fun, and being who he's meant to be, which is this superpowered being who has the ability to help people and save lives. And there's 3 moments where we see it. The first one you already mentioned, where he's at homecoming and he figures out that Liz's dad is the Vulture and he's off to do a job. He doesn't know exactly what it is, but it's something. It's nothing good. And he has to go back into the dance and tell her, I'm sorry, you don't deserve this, but I gotta go.
Oh,
and he leaves
he's
her.
robbing the Stark jet.
Yeah, that's right. But he doesn't know that.
Yeah.
Does he know that? Does Peter Parker know at this point what he's doing? No, he hasn't figured out what it is. And the other moments where they're at a party at Liz's house, and Peter and Ned had this idea of using the Spider-Man suit to up their popularity. He was going to swing in, high-five them. Oh, they're my boys or whatever. And he's looking in at the party, and he's trying to convince himself to do it, and he really can't. And as he's doing that, he sees a flash in the distance, and he makes the choice, like, not to be a teenager, not to help his popularity, and he goes off and
to stop the shocker. Version 1.
And the final part, and the other part where they showed it as was where he's looking in at is the Decathlon team as they're being rebellious, breaking curfew. They're swimming when they're not supposed to, and once again he wants to be just a teenager, but he knows that he has to go after the vulture because he placed the tracking chip on him to go find him. And I really like that they touched upon it in this movie, and that he's 15 years old, and the difficulties of making the right choice when you're 15. Even though you have responsibilities, you still just want to be a kid, and it's difficult to process that when you're 15. Trust me, I've been 15. So
I haven't been 15.
You will be soon. Help me, somebody. Anyways, I also wanted to talk about the Iron Spider suit.
What?
We just saw it like in
a
glimpse, but
we think it was an Iron Spider suit anyway. It had that gold spider emblem, the giant.
It has to be the Iron Spider suit. Oh, and once again, he showed maturity because Tony wanted to recruit them. He had this big press conference planned out where he's going to introduce him as a new member of the Avengers. And what did Parker choose?
He turned him down.
He turned him down, and because once again he had to give up everything, being a kid, his aunt moving away, leaving school. And the thing that makes it such a big choice is because throughout the movie we see him looking for this next mission, constantly texting Happy, when's my next mission? When am I going to do this? Because he's tired of chasing down missing bikes and helping cats and small time type of hero stuff. And once he gets it, he realizes like, hey, I'm still 15, I'm a kid, I still got to live life as a normal kid. But I really enjoyed that they did that too. He really showed some maturity. I have trouble saying that word. How do you say it?
Maturity.
What he said. So, also, let's talk about that ending. What about that ending, huh?
Aunt May. She said, okay, so Peter, he's about to go stop a robbery, I think, and he's putting on a suit, and then he's about to put on the mask. Aunt May looks in the doorway.
And she says, what the... And then it cuts to the credits. I really like that they finally, and they have done this in no movie before this one.
In the comics, yes.
In the comics, I'm sure there's been several times, but I really like that that's how they ended this movie, because this is one more thing that he has to deal with his aunt worrying about him not only just being 15 and the normal things 15-year-olds have to face, but him being a superhero and putting his life in danger. Because remember what they were looking at the footage from the news with the explosion where he stopped the bank robbers? She tells him, if you see anything like this, run the other way. And he's all like, oh, sure, definitely. So I like that we're going to bring that element into the mix, so that's going to be fun. Now, before we wrap this up and rate this movie, why don't we hit the post-credit scenes?
Post-credit scenes, number 1, awesome. Scorpion!
Scorpion's coming to the MCU! And I love it. I'm really excited about this. I had to contain myself from running around in the theater. I really like this character. I always wanted to see him in the previous movies, and it looks like we're finally going to get to see him.
Yes. Post-credit scene, he asked the Vulture, Adrian Toomes, my name also.
Yeah. Not Toomes at the end, but Adrian, right?
Yeah, Adrian.
Right. Makes sense.
Scorpion asked him, hey, rumor has it, Spider-Man is.
And he responds?
If I knew who he was, he'd be dead already.
But what I like that the Scorpion is like, I have friends on the outside. Immediately, I thought about the Sinister Six. I know that Sony had a plan in their outside universe having to do with Spider-Man, that they're going to do the Sinister Six. I don't know if that's the plan still. But I sure hope it's not. I want to see the Sinister Six where it belongs. In the MCU, that would be awesome. Yeah. So what about you got anything else to say about that?
The Sinister Six. I want to see how they tackle Electro, because this...
Adrian? Where'd you go?
Whoa. I don't know what happened. I got zapped away.
I told you not to stick your fingers in the socket. Anyway.
So curious.
So Electro, we're hoping to see a better version of him, because obviously what we got in the Amazing Spider-Man was...
something else.
Awful. Yeah. So let's hit the last post-credit scene, which is another PSA by Captain America talking about patience and how we're all mad now because this is all there is. It's just a big trolling moment by Marvel. I hated it at the moment. Now it's kind of funny because I wanted to see something related to the upcoming slate, like Ragnarok or Black Panther or Infinity Wars.
Well, but it wasn't. I think you're like the only person in our screening that didn't like it.
Yeah, everybody was laughing.
Our screening sounded like this.
Just like that.
Yeah.
So I did like the last line. What did it say?
He says, "How many more of these do we have?"
Looking off screen. That was
Yeah.
pretty funny.
Yeah.
So, why don't we go ahead and rate this one right here?
I'm gonna give this one a big, fat 90 web slingers.
90 web slinger. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I'm gonna have to change my rating from our previous non-spoiler review because after thinking about it a little more, there's some things that I really, really did like. So I'm gonna have to up this one and give it a big, fat 90 web cartridges. So there you go, 90, 180%, 180.
Percent out of 200.
So that's pretty good.
That's good. Spider-Man Homecoming. You met our expectations.
And it's great. I can't wait to see this again. So, if you guys out there, did you see it? Did you like it? Comment down below. If you like this video, make sure to like, subscribe, share. Tell your mailman, tell your pool man, tell your...
Ned Flanders.
And this is GB saying...
Bye.